Hello, I am Dr. Rajshree Chatterjee, Associate Professor, Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Jagannath University, Jaipur.
Hello everyone. In the first part, we have discussed the broadcasting code that have been designed for television. In the second part, we are going to talk about the broadcasting codes for a radio. Broadcast on All India Radio by individuals will not permit the following points. Let's start with the same. First, criticism of friendly countries. Second, attack on religions and communities. Third, anything obscene or defamatory. Fourth is incitement to violence or anything against maintenance of law and order. Fifth, anything amounting to contempt of court. Sixth, aspersions against the integrity of the president, governors, and the judiciary. Next, attack on a political party by name. Next, hostile criticism of any state or the center. Anything showing disrespect to the constitution or advocating change in the constitution by violence. But advocating changes in a constitutional way should not be debarred. Next is appeal for funds except for the Prime Minister National Relief Fund at a time of external emergency, or if the country is faced with a natural calamity such as floods, earthquake, or cyclone. Direct publicity for or on behalf of an individual or organization which is likely to benefit only that individual or organization. Trade names in broadcast which amount to advertising directly except in commercial services. Here are the things, the list that are do's and don'ts for election coverage on electronic media. There should be no coverage of any election speeches or any material that incite violence against any religion, against any language, against any group, etc. If any constituency or only one candidate should not be projected. While it is not necessary to cover every single candidate, as some constituencies may have several candidates, at least the more important candidates should be covered in any reports from a constituency. The following could be covered in a balanced and fair manner: campaigning and excerpts from campaign speeches, symbols, banners, flags, and other campaign materials of the parties, results of opinion polls by non political, professional organization with a proven track record. Party manifestos, critical analysis of which is also perfectly legitimate. Candidate and their views in different constituencies across the country. The position taken by the main parties on different issues important to the electorate. Debates between major parties and candidates. Analysis of previous voting patterns, victory margins, swings, etc. By balanced and fair, it is mean that among the major political parties, no political party should be substantially given more coverage than others. The balance need not to be achieved in any single day or in a single story, but over a reasonable period of time, say 1 week. Balance does not mean each party must get exactly the same airtime to the last second, but parties should be given broadly the same amount of time. Balance implies that no reasonable person should it appear that one political party is being projected to the exclusion of others. Now let's discuss the procedures. All procedures must record a copy of program off air for use and as reference in the case of any disputes. The Election Commission shall be the final arbiter in any dispute. The final interpretation of any disputed passage or story should be with the Election Commission. In case of disagreement with the broadcaster, one authority should be nominated by the Election Commission, who could take a decision immediately when approached. So here, I have included two topics together but have discussed separately. The purpose of discussing these topics was to make the student understand that what are the code of conduct that have been designed for television and radio, since both are electronic media but that cannot be discussed together. The codes are different for different medium. So that is why the codes for television have been discussed separately and the codes of radio have been discussed separately. I hope the students have understood the concept. Thank you.